Hey everyone, and welcome to the launch of something we know you've all been eagerly waiting for. But first, let me address the elephant in this big, empty room. There's obviously no audience in the studio today, and we're not going to awkwardly pretend like we're talking to an auditorium full of thousands of people. No, instead, in true OnePlus fashion, we're coming from multiple locations around the world, talking directly to you, watching us online from the safety and comfort of your homes. So let's get started. A lot has happened since we brought you the OnePlus 7 and 7T series last year. You may have seen OnePlus products on best of lists all over the place, with so many reviewers calling any one of our different phones the best phone of the year. We also earned the biggest awards for smartphone innovation at CES and MWC, and these examples here are just the beginning. More and more users around the world are switching to OnePlus. We're the #4 premium smartphone company in the world, the #1 premium brand in India, and we were the fastest growing smartphone brand in the US in 2019. Not bad for a company that's just 6 years old. So I think it's fair to ask, what are we doing right? Well, for starters, since the beginning, OnePlus has had a unique bond with its community, which has now grown to more than 5.5 million members. 5.5 million members. If our community were a country, it would have the same population as Finland, which incidentally is where we launched with our first carrier partner, Elisa. The community is one of the most valued and important parts of OnePlus, really like an extension of the OnePlus family. And on the actual employed side of the OnePlus family, we have world-class teams of engineers, industrial designers, and software developers that work extremely hard to make our products compete head-to-head with the big dogs in the industry, and very often beat them. The pursuit of perfection and pushing the boundaries is in our blood. Our product teams have done some very impressive things over the years, and recently have introduced some of the biggest innovations in the smartphone industry. Last year, we were the first to introduce the world to a QHD+ 90 Hz display in a smartphone. And a few months ago at CES, we unveiled our first concept phone, the OnePlus Concept One, a device with color-shifting glass that makes the camera effectively invisible. And we've also been leading the charge on 5G. This is, after all, the next generation of mobile communication. Today, we're bringing you a full lineup of premium, beautiful, powerful flagship 5G devices, the OnePlus 8 series. And here it is, the OnePlus 8 Pro, the newest ultra-premium phone in the flagship OnePlus 8 series. But you've seen black and blue phones from OnePlus before. Well, there's a new option for you this time. Glacial green. So one of the things you've asked for is an IP rating. Well, guess what? The OnePlus 8 Pro is IP68 rated. Now, if you were paying attention to OnePlus news earlier this year, you'll already know that we were planning to bring you a 120 Hz display. And it's finally here. The OnePlus 8 Pro comes with a 6.7-inch screen with QHD+ resolution at 513 pixels per inch. And it can get super bright. It can hit 4,096 different levels of brightness, with a peak brightness of up to 1,300 nits. We've also added sensors on the front and the back of the OnePlus 8 Pro for the smoothest automatic brightness adjustment we've ever had on a OnePlus device. It's our custom MEMC chip. MEMC means Motion Estimate Motion Compensation. Basically, it inserts one or more additional frames after each original frame in the video to make it look much smoother. You can choose either 60 FPS or 120 FPS, or you can even turn it off in the settings. The OnePlus 8 Pro has a 48 megapixel main camera with a custom-made Sony sensor, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide lens with a full 120-degree field of view, a telephoto lens with 3 times hybrid and 30 times digital zoom, and a unique color filter camera. This is the first ever quad camera setup on a OnePlus phone. We worked together with Sony on a custom IMX689 sensor, the largest and most high-tech sensor we've ever used. Now, the bigger the sensor in your camera, the more light it receives, which decreases noise and increases dynamic range. And dynamic range is a special video. So the OnePlus 8 Pro is equipped with hybrid image stabilization, combining OIS and EIS for much more stable videos. And we've also included 3 high-precision microphones that reduce noise when shooting video to capture clear stereo audio. And we also have audio zoom, which lets you zoom in on the sounds you want to amplify, and audio windscreen, which automatically minimizes wind sounds when you're recording. And when you're shooting a video, lighting is one of the biggest challenges. And with backlight, it's practically impossible to get a clear face and a clear background at the same time. But with 3 HDR technology, we've solved that problem for you. With its advanced sensor, the OnePlus 8 Pro can weave together 3 different exposures into one frame with a higher dynamic range, filling in both shadow and well-lit areas for clearer, more colorful details. Now, this was recorded with an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which some people claim has the best dynamic range in any smartphone. And this is from the OnePlus 8 Pro. We'll let you be the judge. Rest of the specs. The OnePlus 8 Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 865 mobile platform. It comes with up to 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM, which is almost 30% faster than the previous generation, with 20% lower power consumption. It also comes with up to 256 gigabytes of UFS 3.0 storage. And because the OnePlus 8 series is leading with speed, we've equipped the OnePlus 8 Pro with Wi-Fi 6. That gives you 40% faster peak internet speed, and is 4 times faster in crowded areas. Now, with top-of-the-line specs and an immersive 120 Hz fluid display, we believe the OnePlus 8 Pro is the best gaming phone around. And there are certain details that can really add to the fun as well. The OnePlus 8 Pro's stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos will completely surround you with exciting, high-quality sound. And a new and improved haptic motor with stronger vibration will bring your games to life. Now, 4,510 milliamp hours. That's the size of the OnePlus 8 Pro battery, and it's the biggest battery in any OnePlus device, ever. 10% bigger than the OnePlus 7T Pro. And with Warp Charge 30T, you can go from 0 to 60% power in just half an hour. I mean, that's great, but you'll be very happy to know that we're finally giving you another way to charge your phone. Say hello to Warp Charge 30 Wireless. Now, it took us some time, but we're finally here, thanks to 2 major technological innovations. First is a series of isolated charging pumps, which allows for higher charging power at 30 watts. And second is our Warp Wireless direct charging architecture, which uses a customized chip to better communicate between the wireless charging dock and your phone to improve charging efficiency. And better yet, it supports reverse charging, so you can use the OnePlus 8 Pro to charge some of your accessories. Warp Charge 30 Wireless is really fast. You can get 50% power in just 30. There's no doubt that the OnePlus 8 is a true powerhouse. But that's not all we have to show you today. I'm excited to introduce you to the counterpart of the OnePlus 8 Pro, the pure OnePlus 8. The OnePlus 8's gorgeous 6.55-inch display is sized to a cinematic 20:9 aspect ratio, giving you more real estate to devour content while still being very comfortable to hold. It has a peak brightness of 1,100 nits, helping you see the screen much better in direct sunlight. It also comes with both HDR10 and HDR10 Plus certification to take color accuracy and contrast to the next level, like the camera. We've equipped the OnePlus 8 with a triple camera design, combining a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 main camera with optical image stabilization, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and an independent macro camera. And of course, the OnePlus 8 can shoot 4K video. The built-in hybrid stabilization system combines both OIS and EIS technologies, compensating for bumps and shakes to help you shoot incredibly stable videos on the move. It includes the very best Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 mobile platform and up to 12 gigabytes of boosted RAM. It also comes with up to 256 gigabytes of UFS 3.0 storage with TurboWrite and HPB, or Host Performance Booster, which improves random read speed in the long run. Now together, these further increase the storage speed to among the fastest in the industry. The OnePlus 8 even has USB 3.1, giving you much faster data transfer speed compared to traditional USB 2.0. With the new Bullets Wireless Z, you just have to charge for 10 minutes and you can listen to 10 hours of podcasts, music, whatever you want. Just 10 minutes. Finally, what you've been waiting for this whole time, prices. The Bullets Wireless Z earphones will be $49.95. And for the OnePlus 8, we've got two options for you. The 8 128 gigabyte version is $699. And the 12 256 gigabyte version will be $799. And for the OnePlus 8 Pro, we also have two options. The 8 128 gigabyte version will retail for $899. And finally, the top spec, top performance 12 256 gigabyte version will be $999. In North America, we'll be available through more channels than ever before. And on OnePlus.com, open sales will begin on April 29th. Keep an eye out for availability on more channels soon. And in Europe, pre-orders are beginning right now, with open sales starting April 21st.
Not forever. The siege begins.
Crackables is back by popular demand, the crypto puzzle game that over 500,000 of you played before. Crackables 2.0 starts today with a grand finale that will be live streamed on May 7th. And one of you will stand a chance to win $10,000. And also OnePlus will match that with an additional $10,000 that will be given to a charity supporting those affected by COVID-19. So good luck to all of you. So that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Now we know this is a challenging time for many of you, as it has been for many of us as well. But we hope that you'll be as pleased with the OnePlus 8 series as we are. So thank you, and remember, never settle.